Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Garry's Mod. And today the map I'm going to be exploring is Abandoned Sears. And from what I understand, this isn't just a creepy ambient map, but is in fact a horror map. And beyond that, the workshop page really isn't forthcoming with more information. Now behind me there is a board explaining what the story is and what we're supposed to be doing, so let's have a look. There's clearly something wrong with this place. Most researchers of the paranormal are even afraid to approach it. But this does not scare you. Plucking up the courage, you went to explore this abandoned mall. Don't use no-clip, don't use weapons other than the crowbar, and be attentive to details. Map by Bushman, Tester Di Regini. Now, Bushman sounds familiar. Have I played another map by this creator? I'll have to look into that. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this because the idea of exploring an abandoned mall or even just a store is something that's really intriguing to me. I think there's something really unique about an empty store in particular. Now, of course, having flashbacks to the department store in Condemned Criminal Origins, and also to more recently when I explored the mall in GM Mall Parking. August 11th, 2001. Hang on, wait, I can't read that. Liberated Misery of the Past incident. Oh wait, that's not... There's something seriously wrong with that picture. There appears to be some kind of horrible demonic entity coming out of it. I can understand why the paranormal researchers are afraid of it, but the question is, why is this place not quarantined? Although it almost looks like it might have been, and I crashed the gate down with my van. All this map gives you is the crowbar, but I've gone ahead and spawned the flashlight as well. Because judging by the screenshots, it is going to be quite dark in here, and we're going to be dependent on that. Let's pull out the crowbar and start working on these boards. Oh, that is so loud! Come on. Come on. All this is so dependent on which way your hand is facing, so it's so hard to actually use the crowbar in VR. I need to get that mod that allows you to actually swing it. I mean, it doesn't work that well, but for these purposes, it would be enough. Alright, let's have a look inside. This really is like exploration. Crawling through that little hole knocked in a door. Now, the first thing that stands out to me is, what kind of department store entryway looks like this? It's more like some kind of back hallway than an actual entrance. And according to this, they did close normally. Its abandonment seemingly didn't have anything to do with whatever demonic monstrosity we saw exiting the building in that picture on the table. Maybe it made this its home afterwards. A nice, dark, quiet place to rest. I'm assuming that's what demons like. And of course, I'm sure food occasionally wanders in. I can still kind of hear the outdoor ambient sounds, but they've definitely noticeably faded. And now they're gone. And we're now left in complete and total silence. This does not feel good at all. I said in my mall parking video that I'm of two minds when it comes to ambient noises. On the one hand, they can establish an ambiance that can put you on edge, but at the same time, having no noises is a special kind of anxiety all its own. This is less of a Sears and more of a mall, with shuttered stores off to either side. And plenty of very ominous shopping cart... Allow me to tell you where my head is at right now. So, it's very dry in my room. I have a very dry nose and throat. So it took me a long time to get that intro done. And in that time, I kind of got my head out of the game. I feel like for horror, you need to be in a certain mood to allow yourself to feel it. And I think in recording the intro so many times, I got myself out of the mood. I'm back in the mood now. I am back in the mood now, and it's all because of this hallway. That was actually a very good way to seg into what I was talking about before, because there's the difference between ambient sounds and no ambient sounds, but when total silence is broken, that's a thing too. And of course, I can't help but notice that this shuttered store doesn't look like the other shuttered stores. It's actually got something behind it, so what is it going to do to us? Oh, that is so weird. There's something about being able to just poke the flashlight and see beyond the bars, and see that this cavernous space goes far beyond what we're able to see on the edge of the flashlight. It's just, you can tell that there's so much more back there that can't be seen, and knowing that I can't see what's back there, but if there were to be anything back there, it can definitely see me clear as day. Imagine if I had turned to my right and there was somebody standing right there. Now, the path seems fairly non-linear. I can keep progressing in this direction, and there's been a couple of other turns that I didn't make in the past. So I wonder how much of this map I'm actually missing. Maybe it really is just an exploration map. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be constantly challenged. Maybe it's good that I'm not really sure. I mean, sure, maybe it is just a creepy exploration map with some elements of creepy sound design. But I'll never know. I'll never know until I reach the end of it. Now, is this door openable? It looks a little more 3D than the others. No, sadly it doesn't seem so. What about this? I can't imagine that this is something we can interact with, is it? No? There's a door over here, though, warning me explicitly about not entering. That's not... I don't think that's a door. That's just like a black void. My flashlight doesn't even penetrate it at all. There's nothing there. I think I'm going to save that for last. That seems like the kind of thing that you don't get to return from. So that's another point for having no ambient sounds. The sound of your own footsteps stands out all the more in that instance. You'd be surprised at how anxious you can make yourself. Another open store. A lot of merchandise still on the racks. That's a little bit wasteful. Of course, a location like this would be in much worse shape if there wasn't something demonic devouring anyone who comes to loot some free TVs. Come on, let me through. Why can't I get through? Hello? Am I missing a model or something? Yeah, so this is back by the entrance. And how attractive does that image look? An open door looking out onto sunlight and an escape vehicle waiting, posed like a magazine ad. I think this is the hallway that I was seeing through the not bars before. Yeah, I think I must just be missing a model or something, and that's why I can't make my way through this door. I've talked about this before, but whenever a path diverges, there's always that dilemma of which way is the progression path and which way is the exploration path. In this case, I've managed to choose the progression path every time. And so coming back and looking at the exploration paths has been a complete waste of time. What I'm about to do is not smart. However, it is my job. Back here still exists. I expected it to teleport me, but it's like crossing this threshold caused this whole thing to load. Never mind. It was a trap. It was a trap the whole time. I shoulda knowed. Now, the nature of that door kind of makes me wonder, is this an abandoned back area that I'm seeing? Or, hey, wait, I can't cross through that door either. I can't get through here either. Is there some... Okay, thanks. What did that do? Was that supposed to be a scare? Actually, the tone of that kind of reminded me... Does anybody remember that episode of The Magic School Bus? Where they stayed in some dark old house overnight, and they were haunted by eerie music drifting through the house? I actually found that episode really creepy as a kid, but I liked it a lot. Whole lot of dark hallways for me to wander down. And I've been avoiding them because I don't like getting pulled in different directions. I don't like leaving a lot of unexplored space behind me, but this map's not giving me a whole lot of choice. Also an interesting choice to seal up these doors with concrete instead of bricks. Teleport through. Is that a gas can? That's a very particular object to place there, map creator. I can only think of one thing. There was the generator by that gate back there. The one that was shuttered. This is a very specific object to spawn here. Maybe I have to bring this back. Now, some of you in the comments for the... Come on, this is going to be hard to pick up. Come on. Come on, this is going to be so... Oh, it's below the floor. This is going to be so difficult. I hate VR. I hate VR mod. Thank you. Some of you in the comments for the GM Russia video told me that the flashlight bug is caused by trying to use the flashlight whilst holding objects. Oh my god! Thanks, map. You almost made me think you were lame. You know, I should actually be thanking how irritating it is to hold objects in VR mod. I should be thanking it. Because otherwise, I'd be a lot more scared than angry right now. Thankfully, I've crossed the ash threshold quite readily. Let me through. There we go. Okay, now pick you up. I can't get too close to try and pick you up because then... Come on! So you'll only open if I grab you in a very particular spot. Where that spot is, I can't seem to figure out. And then after that happens, I have to quickly lean down, pick you up, and get through. Thank you. Oh my god. This is so irritating. Alright. Can I... use with. There we go. Yep, that's me doing that. Okay. That appears to be a spotlight, but it's not actually doing anything. Did that do something for me? Oh, these shutters opened. Okay, in we go. Ah, God, I am just so... So it's stupid, right? It is true bottom-of-the-barrel horror to have those hallway JPEGs that show up. But at the end of the day, people use these things because they work. Because for as cheap as it is, they get the jump scare. So now I'm going to be anticipating that the rest of the time. Ah, yes. The Sears office break room weapons rack. You know, in case some shoplifters are getting unruly. Or somebody doesn't want to wear a mask or something. Somebody retired on the 19th. Actually, the 3rd says new B2 code 4027. I assume this is probably like a ripped asset from Infra or something, but I'll remember that just in case. 4027. Ah, a door I can see. What a nice change of pace. Nope. That's why I can see them. They don't actually do anything. Just a texture. You know, I said at first that this feels more like the layout of a mall than a Sears, but this doesn't really feel like the layout to a mall either. Another invisible door. Thank you. That's not normal. You gotta love these collapsed piles of debris where it's not really clear where such debris would have come from. Since the ceiling is clearly not collapsed, so what even is all this? And how did the shopping cart end up at the top of the pile? Was it on the ceiling? There's something glowing over there. A radio? See, that's creepy, right? That's cool. But why have it on a radio? Like, I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Why have it on a radio when we're in Sears? Why can't it be playing on, like, the PA system or something? When a place like this is open, it plays music over speakers, so why not just have it start doing that? That's way creepier in an abandoned building. I do actually like this new genre of YouTube videos that started where they'll show like a mall or something after hours while playing some like kind of eerie music that's mixed in such a way where it sounds like it's floating down open cavernous halls. It's pretty much the epitome of creepy and comfy. Now, this looks like something I can maybe break the boards and get into, but I'll save that for later. There's a lot of different ways for me to go right now, and I'm not quite sure where it wants me to do this. Come on. I keep forgetting about these stupid invisible doors. I have basically every Source game installed and mounted, so I don't know why it's doing this. Now, are these panels going to be interactable? That looks like something that I need. That looks like it's maybe meant to be a fuse of some kind. I'll worry about that when I find a place to put it. Probably over there, right? Okay, so that one went into my inventory. Why couldn't the gas can do that? That would have saved me a lot of effort. I mean, granted, it wouldn't be as annoying in pancake mode, but it would still be pretty annoying. Now I place this here, I bet. Yep, that goes there. And I need to find 4 more. Okay, we got ourselves a scavenger hunt. So Sears is basically the closest you can get to the real-life backrooms. If you manage to find one that hasn't closed yet, you'll see there's huge empty areas where they haven't even left the shelves. When you can find shelves, there's nothing on them. And they honestly just feel like you've entered someplace you're not supposed to be. Like it is already closed, you know? Oh, we're gonna get that bug now. Now, can we get through here? It kind of seems like I'm supposed to break this down, but there's glass in the way. And it's so hard to see. There we go. Yep, we've got that bug. Well, we've got that is here to stay. So years ago, my friend worked at a Sears. It was closing down. And he was going to be ending his job there soon. That texture is glitching out. And he wanted me to go see it, so he brought me there. Now let me tell you, you would not believe how wild a tour of Sears can be. It was a multi-floor structure, so it was a huge space, but there was hardly anybody in it. There was maybe like 2 or 3 other people in like the entire building the whole time we were there. Within minutes of entering, one of his coworkers approached me with his iPad, asking me if I wanted to opt into a survey, which he followed up by saying that if I don't opt in, he'll kill my family. Later on in that same tour, he was following us around, basically trying to get us in on a scheme to steal a bunch of jeans out of the back. So that's the state that store was in. I'm assuming there's got to be a fuse in here somewhere, right? Otherwise, why would it let me break in? I guess I'll check later. I don't want to spend too much time just telling a story in here. At one point, we got in the elevator, and he was basically telling me what's on each floor. He pointed to the 4th floor button and basically just said, "We don't go to the 4th floor anymore." Never got any follow-up on what that means. You know what's even funnier? My friend was actually loss prevention at that Sears. So it's really funny that this employee was trying to hit us up to steal those jeans. That makes it even funnier. Okay, so we are meant to break through here. I'm actually going to try using the flashlight to do this, because it will probably be considerably less annoying than doing it with the crowbar. There we are. I really don't like this. This is not much better than using the crowbar for me. Because look at the way the light behaves. How it swings up and down, leaving the space in front of me visible for only a moment at a time. It really makes it makes your brain question, did I see something in the brief space of time that I could see ahead of me? There's another fuse. But look what it's done here. It's corralled me down a narrow area. There's certainly going to be something waiting for me. Once I turn around, oh my god, I just got jump scared by Jeff the Killer. What is it, 2012? I wish, right? It's summer, gonna go see Paranorman in theaters. Play some KSP when I get home. Alright, let's pick you up. This map is actually very well designed. I really like the look of the whole thing. But I feel it's like the creator wanted to make a creepy map, had an idea for one, and actually made it, and made it look really cool, but then didn't have any ideas for what the scares would actually be. And so all we have is this haunted house full of jump scares. Now, where else can I look? I feel like since I was able to break into there, there's gotta be something in that side store. But also, I'm still down 3 fuses, so there's gotta be a lot more that I'm not seeing. Let's place this over here. Okay, so they go in specific slots. Alright, what else? Okay, I was gonna no-clip around and look for more fuses. I didn't expect these doors to actually be able to open now. No! Wait, these doors still don't open. Okay, so I just missed a scare because of this, but I have no idea what this is about. Am I maybe supposed to be looking for keys? I haven't seen anything. But then again, maybe I'm missing the model. Okay, I'm gonna stop no-clipping, because I just heard a sound that... Oh, these are all open now. Okay. I thought I had broken something, but we are actually not ending the map. We're just getting into it now. No matter how many of these maps I play, the scariest thing to me will always be the sound of something dragging on the ground when I walk over it. That sharp hiss. Ah, here we go. Alright, what are you going to do to me on the way out? Walk right down the middle, so we walk right into it. That's it? Okie doke. Ah, here we are. Ah, restoring the power was the right move. Now we can help ourselves to some free 480i tube TVs, but still. I believe standard definition on these TVs would be like equivalent 480i or something like that. I'm not actually sure. Hi. Well, at least they still work. We still got to get them hooked up to a cable box. I hope the cable box is still output in analog. Anything in the register? Wishful thinking. And another one of these black void doors. This doesn't feel like a regular back area. This feels like some demonic entity has created a pocket dimension for me to wander into. It's just so at odds with what the rest of this building actually is supposed to be. By the way, my new strategy for opening these invisible doors is to just put both hands forward and grab. I've wandered into a bunch of these back rooms and found nothing, which makes me wonder... Oh, here we go. See, when I don't find anything, especially like in that place I had to crowbar into back by the security room, it makes me wonder, am I not seeing something correctly? Alright, jump scare, 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 jump scare. No. Okay. Jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. The doors are closed. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Hi. Yep. That certainly is a loud noise, map creator. I didn't think it possible. I thought the whole point of these cheap jump scares is that you can't cross the ash threshold, that it just will get you every time. But no, I actually have gotten desensitized to even the most cheap of jump scares. Open up. Now this, I believe, was also closed before. You know what would suck? I hope I can pick up more than one fuse at a time. Why would an employee locker room have need of such industrial laundry facilities? I can't see this being a necessary fixture in a Sears. Also, these are some massive shower stalls. Although, then again, we did see... My God! Okay. That wasn't a JPEG. That wasn't a JPEG at all. No wonder the shower and bathroom stalls have to be this big. They belong to those guys. Oh, was that the monster from Phobia 1.5? This game's trying to make my circulatory system explode. Oh, great. Pools of water, my favorite. And there's a long, dark hallway for me to walk back down on the way out. Alright, what's going to pop out of the water? Just do it. Nothing? Oh, you'll get me later. Hey! Please just tell me I can just walk through here. No? Okay, so what do I do then? Maybe if I break these boxes? Okay, broke those boxes. What did that do for me? No, seriously, game, what did this do for me? What do I have to do now? Okay, I'm convinced it's something to do with that vent. There we go. Okay, I probably have to stack these barrels or crates. Whoops. Alright, well, at least there's still one crate left. Let's bring you over here. And then we'll grab one of these barrels. Yep. And heft you up there. That was a lot less aggravating than I expected it to be. Let's jump up there, and up. There we go. Really coming in handy now that you guys have told me that holding down the jump button allows me to automatically crouch jump. Saves me a lot of headache. Open up. Open up. Open up. Open up. There we go. And this is where I glitched into before. So I'm probably missing a scare right now. I say glitched, I no-clipped in here. Question is there something useful in here? Something I can use? Well, the door is open now. The question is, will the others be open now? Nope. And nope. So the only thing I had to show for that little expedition back there is 2 fuses? I think there's still a couple left to go. Alright, let's go ahead and place these. All of them. Hi. Isn't that just the cherry on top? Am I supposed to be seeing that yet, or is that supposed to fly at me as I head down that hall? I don't remember getting one of these. But why should I question it now? Hi. Just do the thing. Hi. Yeah. Unbelievable. Alright. Oh look, a long dark hallway. Nothing will happen to me in here. Of course, there's nothing to set precedent for that, so I know that nothing will happen. Oh look, you've just gone ahead and unloaded the door behind me. That's hilarious. Freedom. How earned this feels. How much I suffered at the hands of this Sears, and how grateful I am to finally be bathed in the glow of delicious daylight. It had these really cool ideas as far as map design goes, but as far as scares, even though it did get me, that's jump scares for you. I mean, they're considered low-hanging fruit because they're pretty much guaranteed to get a reaction. But startling isn't the same as scaring, especially not when it comes to what otherwise would have been a perfectly creepy map on its own. But I say this like it's done. Who's to say it doesn't have one more scare left for me? Oh, it really does just end? So as I was saying, that was Abandoned Sears, and like I said before, my opinion on it pretty much boils down to pretty nice level design, really uninspired scares. And you know what? I'm nevertheless really glad that I played it. Because isn't that just classic for Garry's Mod? I mean, that's all I could think of the entire time, was that this is a true classic Garry's Mod horror map. I mean, yes, I was pretty annoyed while playing it, but it was probably pretty funny for you to watch, right? And I think that's kind of what these jump scare fest maps are about. I think you're not necessarily meant to play them alone. I think they're really more for playing with your friends in co-op and watching each other get the bejesus scared out of you by totally stupid nonsense. And I think there's value in that. But anyway, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. And as always, I will see you in the next video.